I had anticipated a Hillary win, so I did not know what to do when I woke up Wednesday and realized I was going to be here tonight performing for all of you good people who I care so much about. So I'm going to just dive into some poems. There's a lot of anger, a lot of sadness, and a lot of coming together we got to do as a community. If you guys have any questions, you have any concerns, you want to do anything, you want to write a book, you want to talk to me about a reading, I'll help you out any way I can. I love you all. Hang on one second. We're going to strap in and do some poems. This is for all the women that have been erased in the sciences and the arts, where their names are either not memorialized, or they're not given credit, or their sections are asked in their jobs, and it goes on and on. This poem the scene is a woman turning into a freeway. She who had known the required mathematics to slingshot them to the moon now bore the weight of all their sweat-laden bodies. The sky ticked its incessant warning. She who had known him. The man who watched his son walking home from school on the eastbound 10 connector below him, looking over its edge and contemplating the sweep and pulse of her rebar and plate armature. She who had known him. Every increment of the sky measured itself against the slatted underbelly of the overpass, thrumming only now with wind and tectonics. She who had known. A boy who watched his father, leaving for work on the southbound 215 connector above him as the world drew the bloody slide rule from the stump of his father's gnarled heart. The cars corralled in their usual hot silence under the sun, dusty hoods bowed to her in their hornless prayer. She whom had known the required mathematics to slingshot them to the moon. He longed to measure himself against the sky, and so he leapt. Thank you. I need a vote. I got a poem about being erased in a hospital, and I've got a poem that's somewhat about the election. What do you want to hear?
Hospital.
I'll do them both, but we haven't got time. All right, I'll do the sort of election thing. The most immediate source of danger is our friends, our family that we all hold dear. All of their armaments and treaties extended out to us in plain view. I don't know who I am, said the man to the wisp of his reflection in the medicine cabinet's mirror while he rocked, naked and wet on the lip of his bathtub. School children heard the bell stop their game of tag, their merry-go-round still spinning as they threw themselves prone, hands tucked over their heads, the teachers passing through the rows to account for each of them as if this were a real earthquake. I don't know who I am, said the kneeling man to the puddle, gazing at himself in its gutter. The row of soldiers, dressed right, dressed and colored down, turned a quarter left to face the imaginary blast, laid themselves face down while still in formation, as if in supplication to some new god. Their Kevlar helmets pointed like compass needles to the spilling of the newborn mushroom-shaped sun above them. I don't know who I am, said the fake cowboy for president, addressing a crowd of supporters who wore the same boot and spur expression he did. Not one person of color on the stage with him. Yeah, we can clap for that. Not that we like it, but that we're going to address it, and we're going to stand up and face it. The absence of a nuclear fireball made our real sun seem somehow greater, as it played its fingers along the holes of our submarines. I'm sorry, I don't know who I am, said the father, sobbing with his head in the lap of his 40-year-old son as the boy stroked his hair. Come into the deep end and take it back, the older boys teased him, one of them stuffing the toy U-boat in his trunks that ballooned up with trapped air. They took turns pushing the young one down under the water until he became as blue as the over-chlorinated public pool that they shared. Come talk with us. All of us poets are here for you. All of the administrators and all the teachers are here. We want to help. Let's talk.